5 signs you're ignoring your emotional needs. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Simus Daily. Have you ever felt like something is missing in your life, even though everything seems fine on the surface? Or maybe you often feel emotionally drained but can't quite figure out why. It could be that, without realizing it, you've been ignoring your emotional needs. In this video, we're going to talk about the signs that you might be neglecting your emotional well-being, and how to recognize them. Don't worry, we'll keep it relaxed but meaningful, so make sure to watch until the end. Before we dive in, let me ask you this. Have you ever felt like something was off in your life, but couldn't quite put your finger on it? Or maybe you've been feeling anxious, sad, or angry for no clear reason. If so, it could be a sign that your emotional needs aren't being met. In this video, we'll explore this topic in depth, so stay tuned because, at the end, I'll share some simple tips you can start applying today to take better care of your emotional health. Sign 1. Feeling emotionally drained. The first sign you might be experiencing is feeling emotionally drained. This isn't just physical tiredness, it's a deeper exhaustion that comes from within. For example, you might feel like you have no energy to do things you usually enjoy, or you might find yourself getting irritated or angry over small things. This can happen when you're too focused on external demands, like work or social obligations, but forget to take care of yourself. Ask yourself, when was the last time you truly took time for yourself? Sign 2. Avoiding negative emotions. The second sign is that you tend to avoid negative emotions. For instance, when you feel sad or angry, you might immediately distract yourself by scrolling through social media, binge-watching shows, or even overworking. But negative emotions are actually signals from your mind and body that something needs attention. By avoiding them, you're ignoring your emotional needs. Remember, it's okay to feel sad or angry. What matters is how you respond to those feelings. Sign 3. Difficulty making decisions. The third sign is that you often struggle to make decisions, even about small things. This can happen when you're not truly connected with yourself. When you ignore your emotional needs, you lose touch with your intuition and inner feelings. As a result, you might feel unsure and lack confidence in your choices. Try taking some time to reflect and ask yourself, what do I really want and need right now? Sign 4. Feeling isolated. The fourth sign is that you often feel isolated, even when you're surrounded by people. This can happen because you're not allowing yourself to be truly open and connected with others. When you ignore your emotional needs, you might close yourself off and avoid sharing your feelings. But as humans, we're social beings who need emotional support and connection. So ask yourself, when was the last time you truly opened up to someone? Sign 5. Constantly feeling not enough. The final sign is that you often feel like you're not enough, whether it's in your achievements, appearance, or relationships. This can happen when you're too hard on yourself, and don't give yourself space to embrace your imperfections. When you ignore your emotional needs, you tend to focus on what's lacking rather than celebrating what you already have. Remember, you don't have to be perfect to be enough. What's important is learning to accept and love yourself as you are. Now that we've talked about the signs, here are some simple tips to start taking care of your emotional needs. First, set aside time every day to check in with yourself and ask how you're feeling. Second, don't be afraid to express your emotions. Whether it's through writing, talking to a friend, or even crying if you need to. Third, give yourself permission to rest and do things that make you happy without feeling guilty. Remember, self-care isn't selfish, it's necessary. Alright, everyone, those are the signs that you might be ignoring your emotional needs, along with some simple tips to start addressing them. Don't forget, taking care of yourself is important, and there's nothing wrong with prioritizing your own happiness. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, share it with someone who might need it, and subscribe to Simus Daily for more content like this. Also, let me know in the comments, which of these signs do you relate to the most? Or do you have other tips for taking care of emotional needs? I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.